Hey guys, Chris here with K9RC. Welcome back to another episode and a reveal of the other half of the Ultimate Truck Trailer Combo. So those of you that follow me on the forum, you've probably seen a few pictures of it already, but I got it behind me. We picked it up the other night. We're going to go over it front to back. See you in a minute. Okay guys, there it is. Kevin's Custom Trailers 46-inch gooseneck. Now what we'll do is I'll give you an overview of the trailer, and then we'll focus in on some key features about it. Now I'll zoom in so that you can see those. Now I'm standing behind the camera, and I'm doing that because if I zoom out far enough to get me, then I don't think you're going to be able to see the trailer that well. So I'll go ahead and talk you through it, and then we'll get close-ups. So completely steel trailer, like I said, built by Kevin's Custom Trailers. It's the second one that we've gotten from this gentleman. It's all steel construction. It's made out of primarily 3/4 inch angle. It does have some 3/4 inch tube, and it's got some 1/2 inch tube as well. Fenders are all steel. They're flat stock. You know, the last trailer had rounded fenders, and we wanted more of the heavy duty look, I guess, kind of drive over fenders, so to speak. We provided the tires and wheels, 3/16 axles. It's got a manual jack and an adjustable hitch at the front. So it took them about 2 weeks to build this. I'll go ahead and tell you, last time we kept it a secret until the end. I'll go ahead and tell you that he lists this trailer at $250 built. Now, like I said, we provided the tires and wheels, so if you want him to do that, then you're probably looking at a little bit more. But like I said, adjustable hitch. It's got manual jack, adjustable axles. They can go front to back, for weight distribution. Adjustable fenders so that they can slide with the axle position, which is really cool. He didn't have to do that, but he did that. We didn't get any lights put on it. We can do that at a later date. And I'll tell you, the reason we went with just a manual jack is because later down the road we're going to put power jacks on this. Now whether we use the Tamiya power jacks or a linear actuator, something to that effect, I haven't decided yet, but we are going to put power jacks on it. Toolbox, which I had, I also got from Kevin's Custom Trailers with the last trailer. So we'll put that on. We have a winch that we have standing by ready to go on this thing. Let me see, the weight, it's a little heavy. The weight is right at 14 pounds. So it was actually, I think it was 13.8. So pretty close to 14 pounds, which is pretty heavy for a trailer. So one thing I'll tell you guys, Silverback is not just a regular off-the-shelf SCX10 truck. It's been modified to pull. So if you're considering a trailer this big, I just want to point out that you are going to have to do some modifications to your truck. Other trucks I can't speak for, but an SCX10 you're going to have to do some things to it to be able to get it to support the weight. We did a couple of videos on that. We've showed you how to do the gooseneck. We've showed you how to mount dual shocks to it. So a couple things. Okay guys, there's the hitch. It is adjustable up and down. It is double locking. These flaps right here, there's one on each side. Let's see if I can get a better picture of that. There's one on each side. They will clamp on each side of the hitch on the truck, and it's not going to come off. The hitch does go up and down if you need it to. These bolts here, you will have to take them out, and you can adjust this up and down to get your height just perfect. Now, if you're going to do that, I'll tell you, you're going to have to drill 2 new holes in there, or one, or whichever the case may be. But to move it up and down, you have to drill 2 new holes. We won't need to do that because he nailed it perfect. The height is, it's right on the money. So moving back, 3/4 inch tubing for the neck. This is 3/4 inch angle. The actual frame of the trailer is 3/4 inch angle. It's all 45'd, you know, ground smooth, very, very nice. The deck is cedar. Now, he stained it. They are removable. If, you know, you crack one or whatever the case may be, you can take them out. You're gonna have to restain the new ones to put on there. Now, the deck is, if I didn't already mention it, is 13 by 36. So I can fit 2 rigs on there, and I'll show you that in just a minute. The fenders are metal, you know, they're steel. We didn't want round, like I said, we wanted more of the heavy duty, you know, drive over type. They are hand built. You know, I've mentioned it before, but his craftsmanship is unbelievable, the fit and finish on these products that he's putting out. Now, I talked about the axles, and I'll show you when I flip this trailer up, but these axles can go forward. They're actually as far back as they'll go, but they have 3 more positions that you can move them forward for weight distribution. Now, the really cool thing is that he did the same thing with the fenders. These fenders, you know, if I take the tires and wheels off, I can loosen up a couple of bolts, and these fenders are on a slide system. So I can slide them forward to match the axle position, which is really cool. He didn't have to do that. That was an added bonus. Really happy about that. So let me flip it over and we'll get to the underside. Okay, so here's the underbelly of it. 1/8 inch straps. The steel supports are 1/8 inch strap. He's got a 1/2 inch square piece of tubing ran down the middle for extra support. Everything's very, very neat, very, very nice. Couldn't ask for you know, a better job building this. I really can't. Let me get the brackets here. There's the axle adjustability right there. He's got the holes. You know, I can go 3 positions forward, and then I'll show you pictures of the fender system. That way I don't have to take this thing all apart. Let me get it flipped back over, and we'll finish up here. All right, here it is hooked up to Silverback. So 64 inches long. Now, there's the compression on the tires. You know, yeah, it's gonna put some pressure on them, but I don't think it's gonna prevent it from rolling. I think that's actually better than what we had expected. Ground clearance on the trailer to the bottom of the trailer at the lowest, which will be the front, is about, you got about 2 1/4 inches, maybe a little more given the, you know, the sheet down there. So 2 1/4-ish inches of ground clearance, which I think is fine. You know, trailers, you know, you're not going to be rock crawling with trailers, but I think it'll get down the trail with no issues. Now, I will say, thank God we put the dual shocks on the back of Silverback, because it's a little bit of weight on the back of the truck, and the dual shocks worked out perfect. I mean, it doesn't squat that much. You know, that, like I said, the Night Stalker's our heaviest rig, so that's as much weight as this truck is going to have on it. So there you have it. Man, what a beauty. Man, I can't even tell you. With that being said, hope you like it. I know some of you have been waiting for a little while, but here it is, done. We just got a few more things to do, and this setup will be complete. Okay, guys, so there you have it. The second half of the Ultimate Truck Trailer Combo. Now, a couple things about the trailer. He told me he has about 30 hours in this trailer. We've done some testing with it, and we've had a couple of hiccups, primarily with the truck, you know, but you're gonna have that when you're really pushing the limits of what these trucks can do. This is a really big trailer, which, you know, for an Ultimate Truck Trailer Combo, it needs to be big. But we're doing some things to the truck. We've already done the battery relocation. That'll help us out just a little bit. I think we're gonna have to do a couple other things. So the run video, we'll get that put out as soon as we get those dialed in. Some parts have been ordered to remedy the situation. I'll tell you, when it was under a load, I'll tell you the biggest problem. When it was under a load, not as far as smooth ground. Concrete's fine just the way it is. You know, grass is fine just the way it is. When you start throwing in things like even a little 1.5-inch stick, you know, that happens, the trailer has to go over. It was wanting to pull the front of the truck off the ground. So, you know, we could move the axles and try to mess with the weight distribution. Personally, I like the axles right where they are, so we're gonna leave those. We're gonna try to fix it another way. So we've got some things in the works that we're gonna do to the truck to add some weight on the front end and hopefully get that dialed in. Other than that, it turns good, it backs up good, it pulls good. We couldn't be happier. You know, mainly the issues are with the truck. So, like I said, really, really nice product. I hope you liked it. If you want to get in touch with him, message me or whatever, I'll get you his contact info. Other than that, that would be K9 Anna, you hear in the background. Other than that, if you like it, please click that like button. Check us out on Facebook, K9RC Oklahoma. We've got some things coming up. You know, if you're in this area, we've got some events coming up, one of which is going to be really cool. You know, we're doing a speed, we're calling it the speed trap. And what we're doing is we've gotten the local police, they're going to come out and help us out. We've gotten use of a track, a controlled track, and we're going to be seeing how fast these cars will go. So we're doing that in the community. We've got an intro to RC class coming up in the community. So check us out on Facebook and give us a like or a share if you think somebody could benefit from that in this area. Subscribe if you want to keep seeing videos come out. We're going to keep doing updates on this, and you know, we really want to take this build to the next level. I can tell you, as far as YouTube or you know, just looking on forums and stuff, personally, this is the biggest trailer that I've seen. I've yet to see one this big that will haul 2 rigs. You know, it's just of this caliber. So I'm not saying it is, but it's the biggest one that I've seen. I tell you, total length is, you know, I think I mentioned it before, 64 inches. That's truck and trailer, 64 inches. So it's big. But anyway, like, share, subscribe. Other than that, we hope you guys stick around and check out the new episodes. We'll see you next time.